Well, good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine. It's one more day, just one more, above ground. And the ground, of course, is not above you. And no matter what happens this day, remember this: it is a fantastic day, an outstanding day to be alive. So no matter what happens to you, you are still here to see it. So let's not get it twisted. It's still a great day. So it's time to get up because you are wasting daylight right about now. Most of us got jobs. Hopefully you do too if you need one. And you got to get out there. Let's get in it. Okay. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to go. It is time. It is time, it is time, it is time, it is time to rise and shine.
We change the world and history right here where we're from. It's new beginning to you and me, cause we're not done. In our city, in our city, in our city, we're not done. I appreciate that.
And good morning, everybody. Hope this day finds you well. It is time for our daily bread. A word from on high. Something that'll start your day off right or get you right. I know things may not always go the way that you plan. And sometimes you need the help to make it through the day. That's why we're here, to help one another. Although some of y'all ask for a whole lot of help. But anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Next up, it's our daily bread. A word to start the day, and then we will get to the conversation of the day if you got any. Good morning there, Dr. Joe, and anybody else that's already logged on. We appreciate you. Yeah, it's kind of cold to be getting up this morning, I'm telling you. But hey, I'm a soldier. When I got on up, I said, let's go to work. I could have laid in bed, but I didn't. I didn't do that. Oh, no. And let Z lay in bed when it's cold, so I had to get up when it was cold too. We'll be back after these messages.
With your warm embrace. Through valleys deep and mountains high, your faith a beacon in the sky. Every trial with lessons wrapped tight. In every shadow you are my light. Thank you, Lord, for the...
Remembering the past can bring hope to the present. Our Daily Bread. The 77th Psalm was written by Asaph and is a psalm of lament. In today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread, Dave Brannon writes that while he doesn't know what desperate situation Asaph faced, Dave has heard and made similar laments himself. Over the past dozen years since losing his daughter, many others who have experienced the loss of a loved one have shared with Dave the same heartbreaking expressions as Asaph. Expressions like crying out to God, stretching arms heavenward, experiencing troubling thoughts about God because of horrible circumstances, enduring unspeakable trouble, cowering under the feeling of being cast aside, fearing failed promises, fearing a lack of mercy. But a turnaround occurs for Asaph in verse 10. Through a recollection of God's great works, his thoughts turn to God's love, to memories of what God has done, to God's incredible provision in the past, to the comfort of God's faithfulness and mercy, to reminders of God's wonders and greatness, and to God's strength and redemption. Despair is real in this life, and answers don't come easily. Yet in the darkness, as we remember God's glory and majesty, power and love, our despair can slowly subside. Like Asaph, we too can remember God's acts, especially the salvation that He brought through Jesus, and we can return to where we once were, resting gratefully in His mighty love. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Time to rise and shine, people. God, I had the camera on there. I'll be right back. Okay, we got that. We good. We got that. We appreciate you. One thing I will never understand though, I saw some people out this weekend putting out blankets and stuff for people and stuff. Some people don't want to go inside. I ain't figured that one out yet. It'd be cold as crap outside, but people don't want to go inside. I guess you get used to it. I guess maybe they're ex-soldiers or something, used to being on bivouac. I'm not exactly sure. But hey, it is what it is. Some people like to rough it, I guess. Not me though. No. Not no more. Anyway, next up. Now it's Monday, right? So I got to play you some. This one is Les Brown. Les Brown is an interesting man. He used to be married a couple of times to who was he married to? He was married to Gladys Knight, actually, as a matter of fact, some years ago, and they couldn't get along because he didn't give her enough motivation speeches. I guess I don't really know, but didn't work out. But today he's got a message for us: said why it pays to be hungry. In other words, to not give up, to keep moving on. Even when it gets tough, you keep moving on. You don't, because the best thing you can do is tell somebody how tough it was. And that way you give somebody's hope of that they can do it. And nobody ever said it's going to be easy. If it was all going to be easy, everybody could do it, and then it wouldn't nothing, it wouldn't be worth anything. So why it pays to be hungry.
Identified as mentally retarded.
We'll be back.
Put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade and stayed in that category until I got out of high school. I don't have any college training, but I met a high school teacher who one day changed my life. I was waiting on another student, and when he came in, he said to me, "Young man, go to the board and write what I'm about to tell you." And I said, I can't do that, sir. He said, "Why not?" I said, "I'm not one of your students." He said, "It doesn't matter. Follow my directions now." I said, "I can't do that, sir." He said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm educable mentally retarded." And he came from behind his desk and he looked at me. He said, "Don't ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality." And as he talked, my heart began to beat fast. Tears began to run down my eyes, and I was in the back just listening to him, because the speech he was giving, that speech was for me. And he said, "Les Brown," he said, "if you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you've got to be hungry." I told Mr. Washington I wanted to become a disc jockey. And so I started working to develop myself. He said, "I want you to practice every day being a disc jockey." I said, "But I don't have any job now." He said, "It doesn't matter." He said that it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. And as I was working to develop myself, I applied for a job as a disc jockey, WMB, I'm on Miami Beach. I went to a guy named Milton Butterball. I said, "How you doing, Mr. Butterball? I'd like to get a job as a disc jockey." He looked at me, he said, "You have any broadcast background?" I said, "No, sir, I don't." "You have any journalism background?" I said, "No, sir, I don't." He said, "We don't have any jobs available." I said, "Yes, sir." I went back to Mr. Washington and I told him. He said, "Don't take it personally." He said, "Most people are so negative, they will have to say no 7 times before they say yes." He said, "Go back again." So I went back again. I said, "How you doing, Mr. Butterball? My name is Les Brown." He said, "I know what your name is. What do you want?" I said, "I'd like to know whether or not you have any jobs as a disc jockey, sir." He said, "Didn't I just tell you yesterday we didn't have any jobs?" I said, "Yes, sir, but I know whether or not somebody got laid off or somebody was fired, sir." He said, "No one was laid off or fired. Now get on out of here." I came back the next day like I was seeing him for the first time. I said, "Hello, Mr. Butterball, how are you?" He looked at me with rage. He said, "Go get me some coffee." I said, "Yes, sir." And I went to get him some coffee. After a while, I would get their lunch and dinner, and I would go in the control rooms and take the disc jockeys their food, and I would not leave until they would ask me to leave. One Saturday afternoon, while I was at the radio station, a guy named Rock was drinking while he was on the air. I was the only one there, looking at him through the control room windows, walking back and forth, young, ready, and hungry. Pretty soon the phone rang, and it was the general manager. And I answered the phone. I said, "Hello?" He said, "Les, this is Mr. Klein." I said, "I know." He said, "Rock can't finish his program." I said, "I know." He said, would you call one of the other DJs in? I said, yes, sir. I hung the phone up. I said, now he must think I'm crazy. I called my mom and my girlfriend, Cassandra. I said, y'all turn up the radio and come out on the front porch. I'm about to come on the air. I waited for about 20 minutes, and I called him back. I said, Mr. Klein, I can't find nobody. He said, young boy, do you know how to work the controls? I said, yes, sir. He said, go in there and don't say nothing here. I said, yes, sir. I couldn't wait to get behind those controls. I put on an old Stevie Wonder record called Fingertips. I sat down behind that turntable. I said, look out, this is me, LB Triple P, Les Brown, your platter playing papa. There were none before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction, a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. I was hungry. You got to be hungry. Begin to know that you have greatness within you. And if just one of you here begin to envision yourselves as being blessed and highly favored to reach your goals, if just one of you capture the essence of what that means, that you have greatness within you and a responsibility to manifest that greatness, that you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen, coming to speak to people. And I was facing financial difficulties in my own life. I was behind on my bills and my dreams, and I'm saying to them, you can live your dream. It was hard, ladies and gentlemen. It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I could do it. There were times that I doubted myself. I used to ask myself, can I do this? And something said within me, you're the one. Don't give up on your dream. By continuing to push forward, by continuing to run toward my dream, that one day I would have my own talk show. It's a long shot, ladies and gentlemen, from Liberty City, an abandoned building on a floor, never knowing my mother or father. It's a long shot. Being here with you today in this dome in Atlanta, it's a long shot. No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. Don't stop. Don't stop running toward your dream.
Don't stop running toward your dreams. Wow, that's heavy. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope some of you guys still have dreams. You know, the problem is people don't get old because people don't become, how does it go? People don't get old because of their dreams. They get old because they don't have any. So we always gotta have something out there that, you know, we always gotta have a dream, something, a hope or something. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. Coming up at around 8 o'clock, I'm gonna have Mr. Boyd join us by the virtual studio. Some weeks ago, he was, of course, turned down for that job, which is a no-paying job on the housing board, and Mr. Orande Mitchell put him there, and we just want to see what he got to say. He had something he wants to say about it. I think the guy got screwed, glued, and tattooed. You know, it amazes me how when it really does amaze me how people can find themselves in life in a good place they think they want to be, and poo-poo on everybody else. There's not a man or a woman or a girl or a child, boy, who haven't done something they had no business doing sometime, including your company, your humble host, me. Everybody has had their, it's called being human. And yesterday I was in charge with Sean's church yesterday. We were in the sermon, and it was about humility and how God gave us an education in humility. A man who didn't have to do all the things he did to try to save our lousy souls, but he did anyway. Could have called on legions of people, legions of angels to help him. He didn't have to do what he did, but it was foretold that that's what he would do, and he did it. So can we bring back a little humility in the world? Can we bring back? I mean, we may be where we are now, but the only difference between you and these people I'm seeing who didn't go to the MAP Center, who are living outside right now, is the good Lord woke you up with your right mind, with your right mind, and a few blessings to go along with them. So don't ever forget that. Okay, I'm just saying, because no matter where we are, we can find ourselves quite easily. It takes one accident, it takes one fire, it takes one car, it just one sickness. It takes only one of those things, and it turns your life upside down. And I hope that y'all check on some people today. Make sure they're not cold in the house. If they have electricity, and I got a heater that I'm not even using, if somebody needs one, please tell me. I'll let you just call me at my, at my number, which is somewhere on there, somewhere. Just leave a message or something like that. Okay, so I do have one. I only got one. But if you know somebody that needs one, let me know. We'll get it to them, because that's the way. Yeah, you get this. Yeah, what did I say? You get old when you stop drinking. That's true. Thank you, Camilla. That's exactly what I was. That's exactly. Gary, if I didn't know you better, I'd swear up and down you had a particular consultation toward things. But that's okay. I know you're a good man, although you do have some interesting quotes or interesting sayings. Okay. Good morning to everybody. The face of evil. What does the face of evil look like? I'm going to show you what the face of evil looks like. Okay. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. I'm going to show you what the face of evil looks like. Okay. And I'm going to let you see it. Let's see. Where's it? Is it right there? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. This is the face of evil right here. What did this guy do? This guy's up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. I got other things around here too, but 2 women were killed and another was hospitalized from this evil human being right here with a machete. I mean, it's personal when it's a machete. With a machete in Pennsylvania. Okay, police in Scranton said he is still investigating the machete attack. Well, what is there to investigate? He did it. Hotel, and this is the face of evil. And what I don't quite understand often is, why do all these people who do crazy things have crazy hairdos? I'm telling you, there's something wrong with people who walk around with stupid looking hairdos. You better be cautious of them. Okay. Every time some of these people do something weird, regardless of their ethnicity, they wear crazy hairdos. So I'm telling you, there's something. If I see anybody with a crazy hairdo, I'm walking on the other side of the street. Okay, I'm not gonna hang out with them. I'm just gonna walk on the other side of the street, because I don't trust you. Okay, if you don't care anything about how you look, yeah, I don't either. Okay, I'm okay. Okay. Well, listen. A lot of people say things about me. I don't. It don't even bother me. As long as they don't mess with my child or my checking account, I don't really care what people say about me. I only ask one thing. I don't care what you say about me. Just don't lie on me. Okay. Now you can give me your opinion of me, and that's cool. Because we got opinions. Everybody's got them. Okay. But don't be lying on the brother. I've done enough things for real. You don't really have to lie. You can. What happened on Thursday? Again, I can't keep up with all the murders, but there's so many of them going on in this country right now. I tell you something, and I know I'm gonna catch the dickens from people like from Dr. Joe and things like that, but we need to modify the Second Amendment. We really, really need to modify the Second Amendment. I mean, at some point, it's more dangerous in this country than it is in combat zones for some of our troops. It is absolutely something has gone wrong. And I don't know what it is, but I do believe that we need to modify the Second Amendment. Okay. Now, don't forget today, and before we get on to anything, don't forget today, this week is our last week to what I'm saying, to raise money for a helping hand. We got a little bit, so there will be some people. We're gonna try to help out this year, but we can help out if I had a little bit more. We need about $2,000 between now and Friday. Okay, and then I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right with the people that we have. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that now. Help us out. I know it's tough for everybody out here right now. It's tough. $20 won't hurt you, and I'm going to tell you in a second here how to help us out between now and Friday. But before we do that, let me tell you about one of our sponsors, which is One Stop Wireless. Okay, One Stop Wireless. Okay, they're right there. They help us out. And they are located at 3445 Atlanta Highway. So should you have a problem with your cell phone, or you need a cell phone, or you done stuck to so many people, will nobody give you a cell phone? Well, they will. They won't give it to you, but they'll hook you up. Let's say you got a cell phone at home someplace and you haven't used it in a long time and it's just sitting there in the drawer. You can take that cell phone to these people and they can get that phone on a different system for you. Okay, if you're stuck at the AT&T, don't even worry about it. They don't want the phone back anyway. They already got enough of it anyway, especially since the 17 is out now. So call these guys up, 334-320-2988. They're located at 3445 Atlanta Highway, on the corner of Atlanta Highway and Coliseum Boulevard. Okay, Atlanta Highway, right there in the gas station. There's a gas station, a Shell gas station right there. No, we don't own it, but that's okay. The people are nice there. And you can go down there and you can get that stuff. Do yourself a favor for Christmas. Don't buy a new one. Use the one you already got. The bill went off on it. You use your own phone. It's yours now anyway. They don't want it back. So anyway, they can get it turned on for you. 334-320-2988. But give them a call just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure they can do it because I've done it with a couple of mine. You know what irks me so bad? I went to what's the name of Verizon, right? So Verizon said they got this TV commercial. They said, "Hey, come on over, get the phone, and the tablet is on us." I said, "Right on. I want a tablet. I don't have to pay for a tablet." Well, I waited like 6 hours. I'm in there for about 6 hours just trying to get stuff done, and they finally had me sign the papers, and they said, "I thought you said that the tablet was on you." Well, when I looked at the contract after I signed it, that's where y'all look at contracts, right? After I looked at the contract, the payment for the tablet was incorporated into the payment for the phone. And I looked at the guy. I said, "Well, I thought you said this was on you guys." Well, it is. Well, so since when does the phone cost $3,000? But see, I did something that you should never do. I was so, and I think they know what they was doing. They wore me out. I've been there 6 hours. I was just trying to get a phone. They had me on TV, and bam, I just signed the thing without looking. And then finally, when I looked at it, I said, "Hey," I went back 2 weeks later because I was trying to figure out why the bill was so high. And then, so nothing's free. So if somebody promises you they're gonna give you a tablet, all you gotta do is come by the phone. I want you to say 2 words: "They lying." Okay, they're lying. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, I'm just saying, because nothing is free, and I was too old I didn't pay attention. I think they wore me down. I think they kept me in there for 6 hours for a good reason, because they didn't want me to really read that stuff, because I wasn't really interested in reading it after 6 hours. And I said, "Hey, listen, can I get out of here now? Can I please get out of here now? Okay, can I do that?" And they finally let me out the door, and I almost forgot that I had the tablet. But anyway, so much for that. Okay, so make sure you give these guys a call, One Stop Wireless, and they can help you out. Okay, and I like the fact that they can take your phone that you overpaid somebody for, and they stop paying for it, and they can get it back on, and they have programs that go for $25 a month. Okay, all unlimited wireless, unlimited talk, and unlimited text. Okay, I'm just saying, go see them. Call them up on the phone, and 334-320-2988. So And if you want to give your kids a cell phone, hey, use that cell phone that you got from you know who you got it from, right? You know who you got it from. I'm just saying you might want to do that. All right. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. I think the Map Center was Pastor Austin. Everybody's Map Center was kind of full yesterday afternoon, last night. Some people, if you look, I think it's Patrick Aiken. I think he is over at the Mercy House. They got people who want to stay outside. I mean, why? You're gonna be a popsicle. I don't know why they want to do that kind of thing, but okay, all right. I don't get it. But there are some people who won't come in. I mean, I got this dog in the neighborhood. He comes up all the time. Listen, I'm one man. I can't find all the idiots in the world who do bad things. I can't find them all. The one that made my feed, and the one when I was looking at the Wall Street Journal and a couple of the other papers that us high society people do, it came across the feed. Okay, I'm just saying. So I don't go out looking for idiots who look like idiots to kill people. Okay, I don't do that. But if it comes up and I think it's one of those dastardly things, yes, I will bring it up. Okay. As a matter of fact, I think we made it through the weekend. I believe we made it through the weekend without anybody getting killed. I don't think. Well, I think somebody got hurt over the weekend. But not in Montgomery, I don't think. I don't think we had too many things to happen. Now, we did have somebody in Prattville who is spending out, who's sending out, who was spending money that was fake around Prattville. Evidently, that fake money shows up this time of the year. So don't be too hasty to take that $100 bill without looking, or that $20 bill without looking at it real good. There's some money going around town that says motion picture money. It's motion picture money, and it looks just like the real deal, except it has motion picture on it, which means this is money that is being used, mainly 20s and maybe some hundreds, and this money is used in motion pictures. Okay, so now you can't ever see that on the TV screen because they ain't going to show it long, but it says motion pictures. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who this person is. Caswell Road shooting leaves one dead, one man arrested, an open counter murder. Yeah, I mean, listen. I think we can go to any state there, Chuck, and find the same thing happening all over the country. And I saw one guy yesterday beating the hell out of a guy with road rage. I don't understand road rage. I really don't understand road rage. Okay, all you got to do is put some Barry Manilow on and put some Luther Vandross in the thing. Okay, and you'll find out that road rage is something that you heard about. It'll never happen to you. At least you won't get out the car and beating on people. I mean, really? Is it really that important? The place you got to be that you're gonna waste more time beating the hell out of somebody else in their car in front of you. What? People are nuts. People are crazy. I mean, that don't get you there fast. That means everybody's taking a picture of you with their cell phone. You going to jail. So now you don't have a job anymore. And now and they're gonna import your car, whatever they call that stuff, when they take your car and they're gonna put it in a pound. So stop listening to rap music. Okay. Stop listening to rap music. And therefore, you won't get out of the car and have road rage. Only people who listen to rap music and heavy metal are the people who would do those kinds of things. Listen to a little bit of Luther Vandross. Listen to a little bit of Barry Manilow. Maybe Styx and the Eagles. And just people, the Temptations, the Manhattans. You won't do road rage things. You won't do stupid things like road rage. So that's my tip for you today. Okay, because most people who jump out of their car wanting to open up a can of whoop ass on somebody, it's people who've been listening to either heavy metal or rap. Because it can't be gospel. Listen to a little gospel too. It'll calm you down. I'm just saying. I have never, ever got mad at anybody because they cut me off. I don't care, because we're going to meet each other at the red light. I don't care if you cut me. I don't care. As long as you don't hit the car, I'm good. And then I wouldn't get that worried about the car, to tell you the truth, because Well, I mean, I got State Farm. I mean, so if you hit the car, okay, so be it. I'll just go to State Farm and put in my what's that thing they call it? Put in my well, I just put in my claim. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'll put in the claim and I'll get State Farm to, hook a brother up. At least I hope I can anyway. You never can tell. You never can tell. But that's what I'm gonna be trying to do. So I don't get all road raged out and all that stuff. I just don't even. It just don't make no sense. Okay, really, it don't make any sense to me. But I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out. Okay. Anyway, the numbers here 521-2963. If you want to, I was trying to find my thing that stays on the screen, but it don't look like it wants to come up today. Let's see, show headlines. Okay, I don't see them. Okay, maybe I'll do it this way, and maybe I'll go down to this way. Okay. Oh, what is it? Well, why don't white crimes the same thing as black on black crime? I mean, you look at somebody like you and then you hurt them. Okay, that's what it means. And I hear when people say that, but there is a overrepresentation of folks in jail, at least in jail. And maybe it's because Montgomery is predominantly black, and most of the criminals will be black because all the white people ran. They left town. So, but we still got a few left. I got a few buddies that's still here. Good morning, Teresa. I mean, so we got all these people. Rap music, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Rap music ain't nothing. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm telling you, you're lying to me if you say it don't. Music can change a person's attitude. It can change your emotions, because if it didn't do that, we wouldn't have billionaires walking around here making records, messing with your mind. And most people downtown in jail right now listen to rap music. Okay, I will put $100 on it. Most people downtown in jail have been listening to rap music. So don't be trying to make excuses for that crap. That's terrible music. As a matter of fact, hell, it ain't even music. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm just saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it's a senseless white on white crime. Well, and I agree with you. Black crimes sell drama, pushes the black savage narrative. Please don't be biased. Show it all. Which if it comes up, I'll let you show it, because I know nothing about this one. But again, if you go to Google and you type in murder yesterday, I think we will probably get a lot of things, and they probably listen to rap music or heavy metal music too. But nine times out of 10, they'll be listening to rap music. Okay, I'm just telling you, that stuff it's worse than drugs. It really is. It's worse than drugs in our society. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Terrible thing. There ain't nothing good about rap music. Nothing. Okay. The only person I halfway liked was Sugar Hill Gang back in 1970 when they said the chicken tastes like mud. And okay, other than that, I can't handle it. Okay. Yes, it does, bro. Yeah, it don't have nothing to do with that road rage. If violence in you, it's in you. I agree with you. But that rap music brings it out. Now we can sit here and act like it don't. We can sit here and act like it don't do nothing, but it does. Music affects us. Okay, the world would be a different place without music. It would be a worse place without music. But that music. I mean, I don't know why y'all say that. You go down the street. You don't never hear anybody blast. Now me, I blasted Teddy Pendergrass back in the day, right? I played Teddy Pendergrass. You could hear me coming from a half mile away. I had them big booming speakers in my car. Had a 1979 Cougar, beautiful car, cherry apple red with a white top on. I was the man. And then Teddy repossessed it. But anyway, so music does bother us. Okay, it does. And I'm telling you, go downtown to the jail. Ask Chief Gray Boys if you can go in there and talk to the people in there, and you will find out the majority of those young folks in there, the vast majority of them listen to rap music. Okay, but if they would listen to Barry or Luther or the Temptation or the Four Tops or Barry White, they wouldn't do those kinds of things under the influence. Do you realize music affects us more than drugs do sometimes? It changes our heart. Like when you go to church, you know how that song comes up, that song that you you've been listening to since you were a child, and every time it's your place where you go when things get rough on you. Yeah, music certainly can change your attitude. And I'm telling you, rap music is worse than drugs. It is worse than drugs. I don't care what anybody says about it. I don't like it. It's bad. It there's nothing redeeming about it. Okay. Except Tupac did have a couple songs that I kind of like, and NWA, when you can understand exactly what they were used to say some time ago. Now you can't understand nothing they say. You just stomp your feet. And funny thing about it though, they get you to listen to it by using old school melodies. They don't because they don't know how to make music. They just know how to make noise. Okay, but listen, I'm willing to have that conversation with anybody else. I go out and ask anybody that's got in trouble, what's the last music you listened to? Yeah, it'll be a rap song. Uh, yeah, I don't know any. Give me a song and rap music that's good. Yeah, give me just give me a song. Just show me. Uh, Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, actually, but give me Big Daddy. Give me a rap music that's actually good. Okay, okay. And Chuck said, uh, sentences guideline versus judges' personal sentences. We got to do better as a stewards of information. Eyes open wide. Well, all judges have always had discretion. Okay, all judges have always had discretion, and again, I don't know, you know, what that discretion is all the time, but they have always had discretion. 521 2963 2963. Since I know nobody really remembers the number around here, so because I don't mind disagreeing with you on this particular issue, because I've seen it play out, and there's nothing good about it. Okay, so if you want to give us a call, we'd love to talk to you. Whatever on your mind. Let me see. Megan Thee Stallion, twerk, twerk, twerk. Yeah, what's good about that, brother? Seriously, what's good about that song? Hmm? And why women think, and you wonder why men look at you as one way, because all even the female rappers are just getting terrible with their lyrics, with the things they say, the things they do on stage. And I think what's the white girl's name who's married to who's a boyfriend? It's plays for the NFL. What's her name? I don't like her music either. Whatever her name is, Stormy, Warmy, whatever her name is. I don't like her music either. Okay, she comes across almost no clothes on either when she come out. It's getting to the and Beyonce got to the point where she almost ain't wearing nothing when she come when she when she come on stage. Now we don't mind looking. Okay, we don't mind looking. Not at all. I mean, it's all we can respect and admire a good physique. Who is the white girl that goes with the football player? Um, but her music sucks anyway. Her music, just going to show you again. Music again. We'll buy anything. I just don't like her stuff. That I don't see nothing redeeming about it either. But some people do. Some people do. I mean, some people don't like Barry White and people like that. And I do. I used to love those guys. Enchantment and Gladys Knight. Oh Lord, Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight. Queen of Soul. I mean, after Aretha Franklin, that woman put out some because neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Taylor Swift, that's her. Taylor Swift, that's her. Yeah, her music sucks too, and she come on the stage almost butt naked too. Okay, is that what we do because we can't? Z won't listen to rap. Z will not listen to rap. I did a good job of steering him away. He won't listen to it. Even when he by itself, he don't listen to it. No, he listened to who put a long time coming, a change gonna come. I walked in the room one day. He listened to a change gonna come. I said, "What you know about that?" He said, "Well, I like it because he heard it in my car." I was born by the river. Oh yeah, in a little old tent. And just like that river, I've been running ever since. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. See that? That's music right there. That's music that allow you to. Now, my son don't. He don't. He don't listen to it. When we call him on the phone right now, I tell you, he don't listen to rap music. He just don't, because he learned well from his dad. Don't listen to that crap. Okay. And what happened at Brown University? One of those. What did they call Brown University? It's one of those. It belongs to a. What are they called? Let's see. There are. Let's see. There's the SEC. What is that? They called that class of school a certain kind of school, where the elites go. Ivy League. Thank you very much. Ivy League school. They got crazy people over there too. The craziness with guns is happening all over the country. We need to modify the Second Amendment. We really do. We allowing too many people to walk around here with guns. But I will, when I run for office, I'm going to run for the state house. I'm going to suggest that we modify the Second Amendment in the state of Alabama. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Now here's the only thing that won't get modification. Okay, I think everybody has a constitutional right to have a gun at home to protect themselves. Everybody's got one. But other than that, and maybe one in your car to protect you when you're on the road. But we are going to make it where you don't have a right to just walk down the street with a gun. No. Unless, now the caveat is this: you need to have some mental evaluations done, so we can see whether or not you have we can see whether or not you have the potential to be an idiot with a gun. You need to show that you've had at least 20 hours of training with that gun. Well, you can. I may be a Democrat because I'm going to. Well, I don't think the NRA cares nothing about me to get me banned, but they can't ban me from the Elk Dogs podcast. But we did. Again, I don't say you shouldn't have it. You just shouldn't have a right. You shouldn't have a right to walk down the street with it in a civilized society like America. We got police, we got National Guard, we got state troopers, we got county sheriff. We got enough people walking around here with guns now. And herein lies the problem. I realize this: the police can't be everywhere. I'm good with that. Okay, I understand that they can't be everywhere. So stay home, shop online. You don't got to come out. You don't have to come out. And if local stores has any sense, they would make it where you can buy their stuff and have somebody pick it up and bring it to you. Yeah, that's right. We do that. As a matter of fact, I almost got a job doing that a couple of weeks ago with Walmart. But here you go, that gun. Again, we Dr. Joe, we need to do something about this. Having guns at home, I got no problem with it. You can have as many guns in your house as you want to. That's your house. You got many guns you want to. I'm packed. Okay. I used to pack too, but guns make people fearless, and it does not put them in a position to negotiate. It takes a 5'6" guy and makes him think he's 6'5". But the face of evil I showed you, though. Of course, he used a machete. That's true. He used a machete, and I got you on that. So everybody, but a gun allows you too often to take out too many people at one time. Okay, I'm just saying. It takes. We need to do something about it. We really do. Now, y'all lying to yourself if you think that the founding fathers wanted you to be able to walk around town with guns in 2025. Okay, again, and if you do get one, then you need to go through. I think we need to go back to the way it was. If you're gonna carry a gun, you need to have a license to carry with you on you at all times, so we know who you are. That's right. We need to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now listen. Australia banned guns and invited 600,000 Muslims to the country. The definition of FAFO. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The whole Muslim thing. I don't get that. They certainly don't believe in in constitutional rights like we believe. I don't know. Somehow it seems that our country is trying to be taken over by the Muslim faith, and I don't think that dog gonna hunt. We believe that everybody has a right to believe as they do and as they will, and that's fine. As long as that belief system doesn't cross over mine, we are good to go. We're good. But what you believe inside your house is your own business. I don't really care. Okay, I don't really care. But I do believe we on the precipice though of having something change this country, and I don't think it's going to be for the best. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to have Sharia law in one of our cities, and that's going to be the start of something terrible. We don't want to. Although I will admit to you, some of that Sharia law thing we need to use sometimes, but we don't. We don't need it. We don't need it in our country as a means of law enforcement. Okay, we certainly don't need that. All right. Also, another guy in Prattville is passing out fake dollars. Yeah, he's passing out fake dollars. Let me see where. I'll show you another face of you don't want to see this guy. If you see him someplace, you don't want to see him, okay? Because he's finna give you a dollar, a fake dollar bill. Okay, so if you see this guy right here, okay, if you see this man right there, he gonna give you some bad money. So you might not want to take the money from him. Okay, you might not want to take the money from him because it may not be in your best interest to do that. Oh, there's William right now. William, I can tell a soldier because see he on time. That's what I'm talking about. So let me unshare this screen right here, and William gonna have a conversation with us about a couple of things. And let me see if I can get him on here. Okay, so I can get this out there. Share this right there. Da 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 da. Okay, hold on, William. I mean, you surprised me. You actually on time. That kind of surprised, brother. Okay, then here comes Mr. William, right there. Mr. Boyd, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Kevin. I'm trying to, I guess I got this right, man. I'm trying to get you up on my desktop where I can share this live feed.
Mm-hmm.
You doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. You have a particular issue that you wanted to discuss this morning, and we'd like to hear that issue about. I think you were done somewhat wrong in that particular thing, but I wasn't part of it. So,
Yeah, Kevin. So a couple of weeks ago, City Councilman Arundel Mitchell, who I think is one of the most independent council down on the city council, he asked me to serve as his representative on the Montgomery Housing Authority board. I didn't go to him. I was minding my own business, but he had put me on the board before, the MPO board, and I really didn't like that because to me it was like a flunky board, and I didn't feel like that my concerns, I could not address many issues on that board. But nevertheless, he told me as soon as another appointment came up, because he liked my style of leadership and he know my works. So he asked me to serve on the Montgomery Housing Authority board, and the board paid no money. And normally when someone when the golden rule, when a council person decide appoint whoever he or she wants to appoint on a board, they have 9 boards. And whoever he or she want to appoint, normally the protocol is they allow the council person of that district to let his or her appointee serve, because this person is representing that council person. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Marsha Johnson, Julia Beard, and Charles Jenright, you know, for whatever the reason, they broke the rule. They broke the council rule. About a month and a half ago, when it came up, they never suspended the rule. In order to get a vote about a month and a half ago, you had to suspend the rule. So they did not suspend the rule. Do you remember Donald Watkins Jr., who the mayor was going to hire? And then that's when this contract thing came up on how much the mayor could approve, that they need to put some type of cap on the mayor approval. And I think Marsha and Szymanski, and they was all in agreement of that, even though the ordinance did pass. Szymanski was the leading factor behind putting a certain cap on what the mayor could do. So when they voted on that ordinance when I was gone, it had to be carried over. And Rondi asked, did he wanted me to carry it over again, because I was in Jamaica. I was in Jamaica having fun with my family, and I told him that I would not be able to be at the city council meeting because he wanted me there. And I would love to have been there, but I saw no reason. I saw no reason for me to be there, because it was an appointment that pays no money, and it was coming from the council person who wanted me to serve on the board, like so many other people that serve on the board. Rondi Mitchell, he voted on Jenright appointment on the Montgomery Housing Authority board. He voted for Marsha appointment. He voted for Riley appointment. He voted for Bird appointment. He had voted for all their appointments. And these people were wanting to represent that council person. I see nothing wrong with that. But for some reason, they decided to do a political ambush on me. And now I regret today that I was not able to go before the council when my name was on the agenda. And I wasn't there to carry out my voice to let them know where I stood. And I just had a problem with how they did it. And I want to commend Rondi Mitchell for standing up. My phone bill almost $2,000 because I got over 80-something phone calls, black and white, while I'm on vacation. You know, when you're over there, you're paying the Roman charges, and people were surprised, apologizing, saying that all white folks are not like that. And they were sorry that an appointment for my own people, 2 black women, Marsha Johnson and Fernetta Riley. I think I want to know why. I want to know why these 2 church-going women, I want to know why Councilman Charles Jenright, where I was a part of the group called Men's Making a Difference. And these the men in the community who are actually doing something in Montgomery to try to keep Montgomery moved in the right direction. These are some of the key players of the city. They would meet every Saturday at the Winter Lake Country Club. Every Saturday we met some of the most prominent people in this city. And I was a part of that group that praises men like myself and other folks who are out in the community to make a difference. Charles Jenright is in that group. I never knew that this man who I broke bread with every Saturday morning, ate bacon and ate grits and drunk coffee with and prayed with, because they're supposed to have a religious background, these gentlemen of their group. Charles Strana's in that group. Doug Sinclair in that group. Ken Austin is in that group. Derek Cunningham is in that group. And so many people are in this group. So I have a brother who I break bread with every Saturday that is part of the group of men making a difference. I never thought that Jenright, who was a part of that group, would have a problem with me serving as a member by Aronde Mitchell so I could continue making a difference. If people understand, if people only know the phone call that I receive, the people that come into my office that need help, that need assistance. When Cuba Ray was on that board, the board it's not an important board, but you can help people. You can help those people who have been misused that serve in Montgomery public housing. You can help people from many, many angles. You got so many people on that board. I don't even want to name the people on the board. These people supposed to be representing the poor people, man. And I know somewhere in Proverbs said it said that we must continue to be a voice for the least of these. And it broke my heart because I used to call Cuba Ray all the time. And Cuba Ray used to help people. People call me, they have problems with housing authority, and I used to utilize Cuba Ray, and she made a difference on that board, even just helping these poor people. Why would they not allow me to serve on a board that they should easily appointed me on? I'm surprised at Jim Wright. I'm surprised that my city councilwoman is Fernetta Riley. Now she need my vote for her to continue to serve as my council person. She did not have the audacity to nominate me on no board. I never asked her for a board. I'm in her district. Why would this woman not allow me to serve on another person's appointment? Now, how that gonna look like? She did not vote. Regardless of what her vote was, I needed a vote from her to serve, to help people that look like us. This ain't had nothing to do with white people. This ain't had nothing to do with representing white people. This is a 85% Black district. I've been representing people that look like us. And I never understood why would she not vote. She didn't have the audacity to appoint me. So why not vote for me in another way? So she held the vote on me. Samansky. I'm just give me a second because I got to call them out. Samansky, who I had to beg to open up a business in this district. I don't know I don't know he's an Arab. I don't know he's one of them Israelites. I don't know what his nationality is. I really don't care. But he comes in, and I have to beg a man who roots are not rooted in our city. I was born and raised here. I just want to open up a business, man. And I had to beg him to open up a business in my city, where I grew up at, where I paid taxes at, where I served my country at. I had to beg him. I had to beg Marsh. I had to beg for Fernetta Riley. And Fernetta Riley told me, Mr. Boyd, stop running behind me. Whatever Samansky, or whatever his name is, whatever he said about you open up your business, I got to go with what he said, because that's his district. But when it came down to what Aronde wanted, she didn't go with what Aronde did. She went with Samansky again, and I got a problem with that. When Joy Reid, the national syndicated talk show host, she's calling out Stephen A. Smith because he's a Sambo. He's out there. He attacked many prominent Black people in the media, and Joy Reid is calling him out. It's a big controversy out there right now, where Joy Reid is calling these people out who is working on the behalf of Black people, but they serving the master. And I got a problem with that. And they are not perfect. They are not perfect. Marsha Johnson is not perfect. Julia Beard is not perfect. She ride around here, riding on the coattail of Black people, you know, like she really concerned. Why would she vote against me when she had just came to my business on numerous times and gave money for the New Year's Day parade? I mean, why did these people political ambush me when they did not have a dog in the fight? And I got a problem with that. And I just want some answers. So I think it's only fair. So I want them to say that, because I heard one woman said that they want to uphold the standards on their appointment. Then, Kev, if that be the case, this fight is not. I can read you some records on everybody on that doggone housing authority board. Even a man that been on there for almost 70-something years, who can barely understand, who can barely hear, but they would vote. They would vote for something like that. Even a person who they put a person on the Montgomery Housing Authority board who had hospice. I don't know whether or not he dead or not, but he was almost damn near dead. But a person like me, who is active, involved, and who is active, engaged, who have served this city, why would they not allow me to serve as an appointment by Rondé Mitchell? I need to know. You there, Kevin?
Yeah. First of all, let us say what the board. It doesn't pay any money.
No.
You just look out after the welfare of the people who live in public housing.
Well, really, not looking at the welfare. I don't even, to be honest, brother, I don't even know what the board do. I ain't had a chance to try to study the board. I don't think I know just being on the board. I'm just going off Cuban Ray account. I just know that she was able to assist me with all the concern that I had, that people came to me from public housing. And I can't even announce the more bigger picture that, I'm involved with some property over 35 some acres that may need some assistance from the Montgomery Housing Authority down the road that I can't really reveal right now.
Well,
so
you're right about one thing,
yes.
and this alcohol license shows it. Every time that one person, okay, if I'm in your district and I want a liquor license, if the city council person who district they live in, they're going to listen to the city council person on whether or not to support that individual. And
yes.
it's been that way for 34 years since I have been here. And so I used to ask them, so wait a minute, you're supposed to do this as a city council as a whole and not because one person. But they said, well, that's not the way we do it. This I was told. We will support the side that the city council person is on. But when it came to Rondé Mitchell this time, they took that same policy that they've been using forever and decided to divest themselves in the procedure.
And Cal, and let's go with these Trump charges that they gave me about 24 years ago. Let's put that back on the table. Number one, because you have an educated audience, people that know right from wrong, and people understand government. They trumped up. They rallied up some charges on me that I should have never received. They did that to me. They did that to me because of what I was doing in this city. They said that it would never be another Martin Luther King out of the mouth of Chief John Whistle. May him rest in peace. The stuff that I was doing, they said they had to stop me. And that was the best they could have did, promoting prostitution. You know how many years ago someone had been charged with that? These people were trying to get me on drug charges. They were trying to pin all types of stuff on me. They actually sent a police officer to me, and I was doing her hair for almost 4-5 months. They were trying to trap me all the way that they could. And I'm just a soldier, just get out the military, trying to make a difference in my community. They found me guilty for promoting prostitution. They found me guilty. Did I do it? Hell no. And allow Tom Salmon and Jesse Thompson to go out there and tuck that, because that's what Nick Rose do, and run with it and put their own spin on it. And Judge Price, you was there, Kevin. You was there. They really, and they worked. All the thing they were trying to do is tarnish my name in the community, and it worked. And it worked, and that's probably why that I never won a city council race, but I didn't show progress. I done made a couple runoff. Kev, I served as president of Dining Pine Neighborhood Association, and I can't even name, because there's so many accomplishments that I'm not going to even name what I've done out there. I have a lifetime achievement award from the President Joe Biden. I have 30-something years of entrepreneurship in the city. All this stuff just, I did 21 years of the parade. I'm a pastor of a church. I have major influence on the infrastructure, the 8 points, whatever $1 million infrastructure that they did over here on West Fairview Avenue. Been on national TV representing Montgomery, Alabama. What are they problem? I have been partnered with the most trumped up charges that they did, that they gave me. And for a Negro black woman, both of them, they want to continue they think that they have to get white approval. They think that they have to get white approval in order to call it right. They sit in somebody's church every Sunday, sinning, going down probably get their soul touch, I hope. And they want to not allow me to serve like they serve it. It's not costing them nothing.
So they get paid.
Your mamas, yeah, they want because Jim Wright has his way of putting the leech around their neck. For some reason, they always check our black women. They can't do it to CC Calhoun. They can't do it to run their men. They know not to bring that drama there, but for some reason they have a way of grabbing that black woman. We don't have a Jasmine Crockett down there. We don't have a Tammy, the young lady who pushed the woman in the water from the riverboat brawl. And I think that she is a sign of leadership. They can't put a spoon in her mouth and tell it it's sugar when it's salt. We got a problem. And I'm going to try my best to help fix that problem. So no, I don't want them at the parade. No, I don't want their money. We asked for $47,000 for the New Year's Day parade. Now, according to my record, they get over it could be like $700 some thousand. They get contingency fund and they get discretionary fund. They want to give me $300 on a $43,000 invoice. Then they want to give it to me 2 days before the parade. They have done everything they could to sabotage the parade by not funding. They have and people from their area, they come to the parade. You know, people from their community, they be at this parade. And they don't even want to fund the parade. They'll give $5,000 to a little white organization because they with the boys club or with the boys girls or whatever you call that stuff. Or they'll give another $10,000 to buy a new band uniform, but they won't give $5,000 for these people to come out here to have a good time on the first day of the year, and they can see where their money been spent. I have to go down there and beg every year for money. When anything else, once 3 consecutive wins, now they'll put them as part of the budget. If they're going to give me the money every year, why do I have to go down there and beg every year for an event that they know take place in this city? This is the only parade. This is the only parade in the state of Alabama. Oh, because maybe they don't own the parade. Maybe they don't have full jurisdiction over the parade. Then if they want a parade, then use the government money and go build you a parade. This comes from board leadership. You can't take it. So hell with them. And that's what I'm saying. You know, why they continue to fight me I don't know. I was not messing with them. I'm up here trying to make a living in my city, man. It's wrong. And I'm not through. And I'm not through telling my story. I'm continuing to tell my story because these Negro females, they voted for the white people's appointments. They didn't try to shame them. I know they Christian because they go to church every Sunday. I know they believe in forgiveness because they go to church every Sunday. Glorify, yes, shaking their weed. I know the weed. I let the weed be too hot in their head. I know they go to church every Sunday. So I know they believe in forgiveness because that's why they go to church. But if they don't believe in forgiveness, and then they are hypocrites. They are hypocrites. And not only them, I may have a family member that may feel like them because envy and jealousness is in every household.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. The pardon, it clears your record, right? It clears your record. Okay. Just like we let people out of prison right now, and we accept their pardon from the government. And so nobody wanted to accept yours?
Well, that's why when Riley, who was a part of the prison system for over 20-something years, and seemed like her hand she should have threw both hands up because that's what the Department of Correction is supposed to do, give people a second chance. I heard a lot of bad stories about Riley leadership in the prison system, but for some reason, it didn't come out during her race with Khalil Bell. It didn't come out. They were telling people to run a clean race course, but Riley has not a good track record in the prison system. She went up through rank not because she scored good. It's sad when you have to do the master will and Samansky, whatever his name is. And I'm gonna ask y'all, if you're black, you don't need to go up there to his business. You know why? Because while we were there waiting on a check, one of the guys who I was with, he wanted to order a beer. He wanted to order a beer, and they didn't serve his beer. He wanted a Bud Light. He wanted a Bud Light beer, and that they don't sell Bud Light beer. I guess maybe that's the black beer. They don't, certain type of beer they don't want to serve because they don't want to get certain type of business. And I just, once again, man, I got a problem that I have been serving, and I will continue to serve. And my job now is to make sure that we get, that I help, Montgomery County Democrat and the Alabama ADC and Alabama Democratic Party to try to help get these people who want to continue to feel like they need white power validation and before they can approve someone to work in their community. I got a problem with that, man.
I know this whole thing about supporting the city council person in their district when it comes to legislation, when it comes to taking down buildings or whatever, or businesses or liquor licenses, they always support the guy who put it up. In this case, and this is one of the few times I've ever seen this go on, where they all overrode Arundel.
Kevin, I know that. See, I know my worth, and I know that I do have a voice in this city, and for some reason they think they can silence my voice, and yet they broke protocol. Arundel Mitchell stood up, C.C. Calhoun stood up, and C.C. and I do not see eye to eye. I promise, but he knew that he did the right thing. And these two black women who did not suspend the rule the first time around and allow my name to get drugged through the media. And I'm going on a white show too. But if they got a question, if anybody out there got a question, then ask me now. You can call me. You want to type something down and on the feed. Ask this go for your white and your conservative black. If you have a question, then ask me now. Don't ask me if anybody on your live feed, if they have a question of my past, then they need to ask me now so I can make it plain and clear. You got a question of me, then ask me. You want to say I'm a racism, then ask me. You want to ask me that I did this or did that, then ask me now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number right there. They can ask you any question they want to ask you, I guess.
Yes, because they may feel like, that I didn't win the election. This ain't about winning no election. I have won. I have won my race. Mm-hmm. Yes, and they need to be called out, like Joe Reed is called on that. When I had the young lady on the other day, Tammy Howard, and then Willie Dorn said something on your show about it last week sometime about this white woman up in Wisconsin where she called 2 black people a nigger. And they said using the N-word. That's what she called them. And she was fired from her job. She was being filmed using that word. They were filming her, and the job did the right thing. They fired her, but a couple of days later, her supporters went out and raised over $180,000 because they said she did not do nothing wrong for calling them what she called them. Then they raised another $5,000 for all of her legal fees. That's the America we living in. But I can't get mad at the American Republican. I can't get mad at white people because they stick together. They stick together. If a controversial issue comes up on that city council, them 5 whites, they're going to stick together. Then they may get 2 black to side with them every now and then. I know CC and Run, they catch hell sometimes. They feel like they got to eat crow cut. Them black Negro woman, man. I'll tell you something. Ryder gonna be a one-timer.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Now, because I'm so angry because I was in Jamaica and I couldn't speak for myself. But I'm in Montgomery now. I can speak. I can speak for myself now. And I'm addressing at the city council meeting. That's what happened. At some point, I'm coming down there and telling them the same thing.
Because they're only gonna give you 3 minutes, so
Well, I will have enough to get it out in 3 minutes. Sometimes they give you more time. It's all depending on who you are.
There's one thing I knew about you. When I first got here, I heard of William Boyd. I thought you did some crazy things back in the day with the casket, walking down the road, taking it down to the city, to the governor's steps down there. But as I began to listen to you, and there's no doubt in my mind you care about that community. And there's no doubt in my mind that you really have a concern for your community, for the place where you live at. And I think that's the kind of person, I don't have to agree with you on everything, but that's the kind of person that we want to look out after people who live in public housing or any place in the city, because you've done that for many years. I still don't understand why they did this. I think their votes were personal against you.
Yeah, and I think you can start off, boy. I would like to hear what Jen Wright and Julia Beard. I really want to know Jen Wright reason because we broke bread together. I was part of the organization, Men Making a Difference. I can't make a difference. I can't make a difference. You don't allow me to make a difference. I needed your vote in order to continue to make a difference, so I could, be a greater asset to the organization. You stop me from making a difference, but in that way, but I will make a difference still, but not the way that y'all want me to make a difference. I heard that Samansky said, well, Bart is he's supposed to be a businessman. Well, he's unpredictable. Player, you don't never need to know where I stand. You don't need to know. I'm not the women. Yeah, I'm unpredictable. You unpredictable too. You hijack the city council me sometimes trying to play all hard. I don't know what your dissent is. But you coming in here making a hellified some decision in our town. You ain't from here. Yeah. I don't know where he's from. I'm gonna Google it. I don't know where his background. I don't know where he's from. I know he's not from Montgomery, Alabama, with a name like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, do you know where he's from? I tell you.
No, I don't know. I mean, Szymanski is a Polish name.
I don't know I don't know no Polish around here, but Polish sausages. I don't know nothing about no Polish. You know that. I never grew up with Polish people. You know, I thought he was a fair man though, but but evidently he decided to make a statement against me, and I'm gonna make a statement against him too, and I tell him in his face, and I tell Jen Wright in his face, and I tell Julia Beard, I would tell all 5 of them.
Let me ask you something. Why was it so important to you that you get on the board?
Because yes, because when he asked me, and when I thought about Cuban, and it really did, I think they meet, every week or something like that. It was all about that I can help some more people. People come to me, then I have to call for, but I don't have to call people now. I'm actually in a position where I can help them. I sent a guy off yesterday, man, who just wanted to get out of the state of Alabama, man. I don't know whether or not you saw the video or not, man, but his family was well in the gospel music, and I sent him off to another state, and in the process of doing that, there was a little controversy getting his ticket. And I wake up this morning, I got an email from this gentleman said, "Look, Mr. Boyd, I didn't know who you were yesterday. Give me a call. I don't know what he want to talk about, but I receive messages from people and phone call from people every day. And people know where I'm at. They can't go out there, and even when they can't find their city council person, they always can find William Boyd. And I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna listen to what the people got to say, man, because I'm a servant and I got a passion to help people, because I was always taught this. I don't know about you. I was taught that when you get to a certain position, never forget where you came from. Never forget where you came from. And that's why I have to commend the mega movement, and I have to commend those 5 council. They know what time it is, I promise you. And the fight is not there. You can't get a 4-5 fight. I would love to. The council meeting would be more people would come to the city council meeting if that was a 4-5 vote most of the time. The 4-5 fight, that ain't gonna happen no time soon until they lose one of them the other seats over there, man. The mayor need help all the time. He be down now. He be want to say some stuff that he can't say, but I can say it because he don't have the vote. So he had to humble himself and bow down to the 4-5. Yep.
Well, interesting. I mean, I actually supported you on. I know a lot of people in this town, but I rarely know many people who've been involved as much in their community as you have been. Whether I agree with some of your tactics or not, we've always had a conversation about that, but it wasn't my cause. It was your cause.
So it's not all about, everybody use that slogan. I don't agree with it. I what I do is what I do and what you do. Right. I support you. I don't care what they say about you. I call you Uncle Tom, but at the end of the day, I know if I call you, you're gonna be there for me. But you white folks love you. They don't love me. Hey, they love an elk man. I'm not.
But let's set the record straight.
Yes, sir.
There are philosophical principles that I believe in that you and I differ on. We don't disagree as human beings, but we disagree philosophically on the way we go about doing things. I got my way, you got your way. Okay, so some people like okra and some don't.
Well, I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying, but you and I are two different. I support you. I need computer repair. I'm gonna call Kevin F for all my computer needs.
Yeah.
But you are, me. We are different.
We're
We have
different.
two
Okay.
different styles of leadership. We same color.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I believe if I was in the water, me and a white man was in the water, and you had the opportunity to give one of us a rope, if both of us were drowning, I'm assuming, I hope that you'll help the brother out, man. I don't know.
I mean, I'd help the brother out first because
Yes, I hope
you
you
know,
throw
I'm one of
the
you. I'm one of you. I'm black too.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But I
And
try to
we
help
got-
both of you. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some problem when a woman can raise over $180,000 for using the N word. When Charlie Kirk and you can lower the flag, on the behalf of his departure. When he said that he had to question black pilots whether or not they should be in a aircraft, flying it. We just got to stick together, man. And at some point, I have that Jasmine Crockett blood in me. Alvin Home left. I can't feel Alvin Home's shoe, but we've had a lot of talks about fights, pick fights that you can win. Every now and then you may lose a fight, but you'll win because you're in the fight. Thad McClellan is gone now. We have some strong leadership that's no longer here, man. So I'm not saying that. They gave me the title from the World Conference of Black Males as being an honorary mayor. They gave me the title of honorary mayor of West Montgomery, and that means a lot to me. I have documentation giving me that title, and y'all didn't give it to me, and y'all can't unvote me. That's a title, certain title that I wouldn't mind taking to my grave. One, being a man of God, which is the most top priority one, receiving an award from the President of the United States, and being named an honorary mayor in the World's Conference of all black mayors. Being a part of that means a lot to me. Being a part of that tell me what the people really feels about me. You don't win all the elections, so the ones who won the election, those ones who are educated and speak well, those are the Negroes that you got to watch out for. We need a food down there.
Well,
And I'm not that one, because I'm not running for no office. But I sure enough tried to pick. I tried to pick some people who I think that will have a voice, because we don't have that voice no more. We don't have a Alvin Home coming on Roscoe Miller show telling us what this and that. We don't get reports no more like that.
Well,
I hear Mel Reed come on Roscoe once a month, and he may speak a little firm, but he can't say what he want to say. But Alvin spoke what he wanted to say, and I can speak what I want to speak. Yeah. So I had to come on.
Yeah.
Because it been burning up, and I have so much going on with this parade. How they did me with the parade, how they hold back funding, and it seemed like they should be all behind the parade. And I got a problem with how they did the Bellingraph Community Center over there, and they talk about crime is at all-time high, and you have a community center over there that they won't even fund that guy because they have some personal political fights with him. And they heard the community right there, and Bishop Crawford and we ran against each other. So he's not my friend. I don't care what they did in the past. The people, they need to leave the past in the past, man. We're living in some strange, all this past stuff. They need to look. Man, they need to turn around.
Right, but let me
They
ask
need to
you,
turn around and look back.
on the center, that is owned by private people now, though, right? It's not.
It's owned by private. The parade is owned by private. A whole lots of stuff out there is owned by private. Okay, so it's not private. Not the reason that the center that's not being up and running. That don't have nothing to do with private. They have money to go over there and restore that facility, but they chose not to do it, and it's wrong. And hurting our kids over there once again. And I guess and that's Samansky. He don't care. He don't care about that. That's in his district. But Riley's, huh?
I want to be intellectually honest, though. It's a private facility now that the government doesn't have any responsibility for.
Okay, Kevin, you have what's the name of your organization? The Helping Hands.
Yes.
It's private, right?
Yes.
You receive government money?
No.
You ask government for money?
No.
You never asked the city council to help you out?
No, because I'm not a 501c3 and I didn't want to be one. I just go door to door and ask other people. Ask the regular people.
Oh, but they support private all the time.
Okay, well, I don't know they do.
Yeah. So that's not going to be the reason why that center is not being funded. But there's one girl out there, Kamala Moore Ziegler, man. Elton Dean was my friend, and Jai Williams and Elton Dean and Reed Ingram got this parade started 21 years ago. Mm-hmm. And man, when they put their money where their mouth is, and I want to commend those and Kamala Moore Ziegler, she really just the financial. If they want to start the parade, then they need to go to Kamala Moore Ziegler. She's my county commissioner, and she have done every year. She has been the first one at the table because she understands that when you have a budget, you can't support the parade 3 days for the parade, man. That money needs to be there. Need to have to do contracts on people, man, and everything. They know how a budget work, how event work. I was looking back over some years where they were doing the Jubilee City Fest downtown Montgomery, and they stopped because Black people like myself and Karen Jones, we was complaining about how they were using all this money to promote an event downtown that was enslaving Black people. We were part of the celebration. They were paying them. They started off paying them $35,000 for putting on the event, and they paid them $200,000, man, under the leadership of Bobby Bright. But they want to pay me pay us $300 or $500. What the hell are you gonna do with that? Really? It's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad how they do. They have over $700,000 worth of contingency fund, and if you look at all their appointment, look at all their appointment of the people that they appointed on the Montgomery Housing Authority board, and then you'll see why Ronde Mitchell picked me. If I never heard a voice say, "Hey, I'm on the Montgomery Housing Authority board, and I'm here to help folks," that would have been me. Everybody would have known that.
Most of us don't even know who's on the board. Most of us don't even know who's on the board.
They don't even know on the board because that's why the man wanted me on his team. You're absolutely right. Because you have the people on the board, they're all part of status quo. You have the people on the board that been there since 55 years.
And the water board, hell, prices are going up on the water board. I didn't even know it was going up. Now I know. Nobody tells us who represent us on these boards.
Because that's my point. That's why Ronde Mitchell, he said, "Man, I know your passion, and I know you'll represent me well." And I say, "Hey, man, I give it a shot. I make time for that because it's another part of helping people." How you gonna stop people from helping people? Make that make sense. Marsha Johnson, I can't even. I'm not gonna go there. But how could you come on and tell everybody? So when you come on and tell a lie, that's when I'm gonna rip through your past like it ain't like. I want her to come on and give y'all an answer on why she decided not to suspend the rule. Why did she decide to vote no with those Republicans? When she come on and get a reason, I hope her closet is all the way clean, because the emails and the message that I got, I'm going to put it all out there on the Facebook, but I want her to come on and explain why she broke the council rule.
The protocol.
and not allow a Rondé Mitchell appointment to go forward. Rondé Mitchell, he voted on everybody's appointment for the water board.
Mm-hmm.
But why they didn't do the same for him? What's the problem, Kevin? You got to tell me something, man. Rondé Mitchell said, hey, I'm an ex-felon. That was Rondé said, I'm an ex-felon who now serving on the council because he served a second chance God, because the people gave him a chance and he got probably the stronger leadership on the council. Mm-hmm. He asked them before they voted because he already knew the shenanigans that they had already put out there. And he asked them, don't y'all do that. Don't do that man like that. He's by appointment.
Yeah, I think the board has some explaining to do on this. I mean, again, if you was getting paid for it or something like that, and if you didn't have this pardon in your back pocket, the government saw fit to admit and get rid of all that stuff on you. And if they thought there was a case to it, they wouldn't have done it. So,
and Kevin, it was about women's dancing in a nightclub. It's about a bachelor party.
Yeah,
I'm quite sure Mike Shady went to a bachelor party. I'm quite sure that Riley went to a bachelor. I'm quite sure they didn't saw some male strippers. Oh no! I forgot they didn't do that. No, they ain't never did that. No, they been going to church all day life, and they never went to a club. No, they didn't do that. No, they didn't. No, Jim Wright ain't never did that. No. No, Julie Beard. No, they never went to a bachelor party. No, they never went there.
Mm. Well,
but yes, they never went there. I promise you. None of your audience out there, they ain't never went to no bachelor party, no strip club when they left town. None of them never went either.
Yeah. Well,
They said William Bard had a strip club. Yeah, they lied on William Bard.
Only thing I can tell you, I strictly don't really like strip club. I went in a couple just to see what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. But you didn't get charged with promoting prostitution because you was in the club, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, they have somebody getting married next week. They got a strip. Somebody having a bachelor party at some hotel right here, probably right now.
Yeah.
Man, it wasn't about no. It was about me, man. It wasn't about no strippers. It was not about no club. They were trying to. It was about me. They were trying because and my voice is still is as strong as ever. I'm a little wiser. And they were trying to get me on drug conspiracy, man. And that was I learned. The Lord protected me. You know, they were really, they went after me. And when the government comes after you for your voice, you know, the government came after Jesus for his voice. So many people that the government came after because of their voice. So if you got a voice, if you think you're making some noise out there, if the government is not coming after you, you're not doing nothing. I promise. Yes, sir. All right, my phone is just
okay. We're gonna have this for posterity. So if anybody want to go back and see what Mr. Boyd had to say, we're gonna rerun this later on tonight, later on this afternoon, but just so people can hear what you got to say.
Oh, they're gonna watch. I promise you, they may not be watching you live right now, but I'm telling you, they are going to. They can't come on now because they don't want me to see them on. But I'm quite sure you're gonna do good on your numbers on this. But they can't. They know I'm on because I put it out there that I'm being on Kevin's show. So they got to wait till I get off. And then I see you out there, Oscar Balkin. I see you out there, thanks. But they're going to wait till I get off. So, you know, I couldn't sleep last night thinking about coming on, man, you know, and wish you much success on your podcast.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say anything that I found objectionable or anything like that. It was politics in this city plays a part in just about everything. Okay, so you know it's like the Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz looked kind of big, but behind the Wizard of Oz was somebody back there pulling the strings.
Yeah, but I have to be safe. You know, You know, I'm not. You know, I really have to watch myself and say, "No, my man." You know, people trying to set me up about
Yeah.
months ago. I know this. I know they want to stop me from serving on the Montgomery Housing Authority, but I know this, and they hold back the money from the New Year Day parade, and I have to feel like sometimes that that I'm part of a conspiracy, man, and
Well,
I'm
let's
not going to
talk
be
about
afraid. I'm
yeah.
continuing.
Let's talk about the parade right now. When is the parade?
So the parade is January the 1st. This year, Grand Marshal is County Commissioner Doug
Doug
Singleton.
Mhm.
And some people here money back call for that. I got points for that. We have national recording artist Dottie People. She sang, he's the on time God. Immediately after the concert, we hope that our seniors come out and hope the weather continue to be nice. Where we're going to bring Dottie People up and Monte Maddox, well-known gospel group here. They will be performing. Parade started at 12. Thank Cuba Ray Hayes and Roscoe, them over there, the big KD family, and Dion Whetstone and everyone who have their hand in it. It's going to be a little rough on New Year's Day because we still got to come up with some more dollars to pay a staff of, we got 26 people that have to work the parade. Don't have the money to pay on right now, but I know the God we serve, everything is going to come together. And because of the held back, them trying to hold back on the funds, and now I know their hands, the only thing they did was allow me to be free, and I can speak more freely about this. I don't need that money.
I do know one thing. Nothing ever has happened at that parade that has not been good.
Excellent.
It has been a wonderful thing, and just a great time for everybody. If somebody want to help you, how can they give you a call and see if they can help you? Is there any way that they can reach out to you, or a website or something?
No website. I just need somebody. If they want to take the bill just to pay the police officer, we have to have about 15 or 18 police officers, and that bill may run, maybe $3,500. That's a big burden. We have to pay them before the parade even leave the ground. If they want to help, and they say, "Hey, I take that off your hand." I know I'm quite sure we got some good white Samaritan out there. You don't have to be black. Even though I talk a lot about black people because I am black, but you got some good white folks out there, man. And very few. But if they want to help out, my number is area code 334-263-1035. You can reach out to me. And if they just can take that one big bill off of our hand, that $3,500, going to security got to be paid. Yeah. And people think the parade is free. Dottie People had to be paid. One float cost $3,000, Kevin. One float. I remember I used to build the floats myself and end up spending about $3,000 to $4,000 trying to build one. Mm-hmm. One float. We don't have no floats and vans. You don't have a parade. You can't have a parade with just all cars. Yeah. Everybody driving a car, everybody walking, so this type of stuff costs. Right. And there's a cost, and we don't raise the money, then it won't happen. So we are in a tough position, but there's some good people out there. 334-263-1035. We got a lot of dignitaries going to be in the parade this year, man. So we got people coming from all over, and right now the weather's showing 60, 70 all across the board, and we just praying that the rain continue to hold up and rain after the parade, or rain before the parade, but not rain during the parade. And this should help Montgomery. People coming in, people getting hotels, people come from out of town, hotels, people buying gas and buying candy, and families coming together. And the primary reason, and I see that 21 years, I can see that one of the primary reasons for the parade was to bring our elected officials to bring them back to West Montgomery, to let them see the work that they have done, which was nothing. You know, it was a reminder to get them over here. That's why the parade is on Fairview and not downtown, because they win and everybody used to say Fairview, West Montgomery. Then now, if they spent over $8 million on West Montgomery, it's not because Kevin Elkins was saying West Montgomery. Bobby Wright then started it. You know, Todd Strain, they move a little bit closer to the goalpost, and Steve Reeves sealed the deal. And I think that because of the work that I'm gonna say myself and others fought for, you know, $8 million on
right. You have absolutely fought for improvement in West Montgomery. As a matter of fact, it took so long. I said, forget about it. It ain't nothing happening over there. Really, I've been there 34 years, and in the last couple of years, now we're finally do something. I don't know how many more years I'll be gone, because at this rate, we all gonna be gone.
Yeah, I saw Congresswoman Martha Roby, and she said, "Boy, I was coming down Court Street to Fairview, and she said when I rolled down Fairview, and the only thing she could think about me coming to the city council meeting talking about those sidewalks. She said, 'You got your sidewalk.' I said, Martha Roby got our sidewalk."
Right. Or her and Cece coming to the meeting that time.
Yes.
My Lord, if it takes this long to get anything done, another generation of kids going to be grown up and left by then. But then you have fought for it. You have fought for it. And let me tell you, that parade is just a fantastic thing, and it gives nothing ever bad has happened. Nothing. And I got
and I got what I'm gonna do, man. I'm going to if you there, I'm gonna put you. I want you to ride with my family this year, Kevin. I want if you in the parade, if you there, we got a big RV in the parade this year, man. And come on, I'm gonna have you some coffee, and I'm gonna have it all. Come ride with us this year, man. You don't have to park your car up here. We'll get you down there, and I want you to see to see how we operate, man. You know.
Well, y'all do it great. Okay, so if people want to help with the bill, they can give you a call 263-1035 if they want to help.
Yes, if they want to help, we got sound, the sound system. They got to get a whole concert stage and all that stuff. That stuff costs. People don't understand. It's a cost. People don't do stuff for free. They donated it last year, and that Carter guy this year, he wanted $4,000 to set the stage up, man. That's $4,000, and with the police, that's $4,300. That's $7,000, and you got the staff that got to work.
I didn't. I really.
When you got floats, I just gave you 20-some thousand right there.
Yeah, I didn't realize it cost that much.
And they want to give because you never did it. You never put a parade together. And then they want to donate, want to give me $300 and come out there and campaign. But they want to give other people $5,000 and $10,000 for their little group. Yeah, they put their money where their mouth. Yes. But I feel good now. I got a little bit off my chest.
Well, and we're gonna replay this later on. Yeah, we're gonna replay.
I'll be on Roscoe's show Sunday. On Sunday, I'll be on Roscoe. So if y'all out there, tune in, follow me on Roscoe. You know what the subject gonna be about, I don't know, but just be there so you'll know what's going on. Amen.
All right, Mr. Boyd, thank you very much. We'll play this later on today. So anybody miss it, tell them they can get it about 3:00.
All right, Kevin.
All right. Appreciate you.
Have a good one. Thanks, sir.
William Boyd, the honorary mayor of West Montgomery. All right, then. Well, my time is almost. I got about a couple minutes left anyway. I didn't realize that parade cost that much money. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great parade, though. It really is. It is a great parade, and I got time to take one. All right, got about 1 minute.
The Negro was asking for questions. Did you block calls?
I didn't block calls
for the hour.
No, I didn't.
Hey, there's people like him and say Reverend Willie not realize that they're bigoted comments coming out their mouths. You know, this guy talks about the Cinnabon woman. He's more bigoted than anything in the world. He said there's a fair few good white people. What a stupid, ignorant Negro.
Well, I wasn't born here, and I didn't go through some of the things that people here went through, and so your perspective is a little different sometimes if you born in a place. I mean, we like my mother used to say, don't hate anybody, but don't trust anybody. And I've taken those words to heart, but I'm of a different mindset. Um, but again, I haven't. I'm still thinking about a man who was shot in the back down here, and nobody ever did anything for his family. So if that's the kind of attitude that has been here a lot of years, I can understand why some people uh, will be cautious of people. I mean, that Whitehurst thing really irks me. We can't help them. The mayor won't help them. Nobody helped that family. So I don't. I don't know. If that's the kind of thing you had to go through back in the day, well, I can understand some of the tough feelings that people have. But again, you cannot undo the past. The best we can do is hopefully make a better future. And the way we do that is remember that our strength doesn't come from falling down. It comes from getting up each and every time we do. So, with that said, we should never evaluate one's importance to the world based on the job they do in this world. Every man, no matter what his or her station in life is, gives something special to the world. Let us appreciate everybody that you meet. Have a great day. I have.
Every moment filled with your warm embrace. Through valleys deep and mountains high, your faith a beacon in the sky. Every trial with lessons wrapped tight in